region. They're standing at least 3 to 4 yards inside that 30-yard circle. Save those singles.
Yeah, he's not a very tall man, Vittori, but uses his shoulders to good effect. And that angle, as you mentioned, but a fumble there. They thought about that single, but rightly sent back by his partner. Shahzad was very keen for the single. That's a good delivery as well, letting it go. Sensible from Shahzad. Normally, we saw in the T20s, really is a dasher. Likes to go after the bowling. Bowling at 123 at the moment of Vittori. Good start for him. Couple of dot balls to start with for him.
Yeah, good delivery, tempting Shahzad for that cut shot. And they got fieldsmen on the drive there at the cover region. This time he hits it with the hard and finds the gap on the offside. Should be back for second. It's a slow outfield there on the boundary rope. It's near the boundary ropes area, so batsmen are back for two.
You see Shahzad there, letting the ball come to him. Just of the last delivery is 13 for no loss.
آیا تا حال امید سرعت تیزتر اینترنت را کرده اید تا سریعتر و بهتر کار کنید؟ کمی سرعت بیشتر تمام بازی را تغییر داده. زندگی سریعتر زندگی بهتر. افغان لیسین 4G LTE. ما افتخار می‌کنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
The Afghanistan Premier League, yes, that's around the corner as well. Inaugural edition 2018 with 5 franchises, 30 top. T20 foreign players will be in action, and 75 Afghanistan players will be on action as well. That's going to be a big event as well. Top of the ball there. So the bad face at the very last instance.
Yeah, the focus would be on bowling short of line deliveries to Afghanistan batsmen who struggled in 2020. They tried that ploy and it worked quite well for Zimbabwe. That's what they're trying to do. on the off stump. And did well to ride the bounce on that occasion, just watching the ball onto the bat.
Yeah, his first intent was to come on the front foot, just seeing the length. Sanullah just going on the back foot. Once again, trying to play on the offside. He's very strong in that region, Shahzad. Loves to play in that direction. Just gaining in speed. Jarvis saw him in the previous over, his first over. Bowling around 120, 125, but now around 130. A lot of support here for Afghanistan and their big stars. Mohammad Shahzad, Mohammad Nabi, Rashid Khan. Yes, he's back as well, Mohammad Shahzad. After a 1 year gap because of that ban.
Yeah, it fires the imagination of every Afghan fan, the way he plays with the free spirit. Gets a short ball. It was a matter of time before he would execute that ball. So it was around the leg stump. First bounce, the signal. With the squad leg in position on the boundary ropes. Good bouncer. Accuracy. Certainly good pace also.
Yeah, the first bouncer so far in this innings, saw that in the T20s, but as far as the one days are concerned, the first bouncer coming from Jarvis. Not able to pierce that gap. Irwin at the cover region. That's the end of the over. 14 for no loss.
زندگی سریعتر، زندگی بهتر. افغان بیسیم 4G LTE.
حالا از سرعت 4G در بسته‌های 3G ما مستفید شوید. 1 GB در بدل 250 افغانی، 3 GB در بدل 400 افغانی، 5 GB در بدل 600 افغانی. در صفحه پیام GB مورد نظر خود را نوشته و به 151 ارسال نمایید.
ما افتخار می‌کنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
Afghanistan winning the toss, batting first, 14 for no wicket. There goes cricket Chacha with gigantic Afghan flag there. Vettori to continue. Sweetly timed, but finds the fieldsman. The sound, that's something that communicates different vibration, tells us about the nature of the surface. It's a beautiful surface, a paradise for batting. Ajay?
Yeah, I did mention that probably, the team batting first would be eyeing a score of 270, 280. It's a very good track with the ball coming up nicely. Just that you have to get your eyes in as a batsman. Just take your time early on. This is a 50 over format. So really, you can take a bit of time, just settle in. And once you settle in as a batsman, there are plenty of runs on this surface. Because not much movement here for the faster bowlers. Vettori, of course, bowling his second over. Haven't seen much movement. That natural angle is being created by him. Not getting much lateral movement. A movement of the surface. The Kookaburra white ball tends to do something early on. Oh, that's in the air, but in the gap. Sanullah has played some very good shots, and this is one of them. That's really powered on the offside. Was in the air.
But free-spirited in the air, swinging his arm. The room was provided. He's not worried about hitting it in the air this time around. Can be at times costly, but away from that fieldsman. It's just bludgeoned away. They might have come in large number to support the performances from Rashid Khan and Mohammad Nabi, but he could be hero on this given day. Gets a short ball on the leg stump with fine leg up in the circle. It's delicate in expression, just nudging it round the corner, taking a single. It's a historic venue. A lot of one-day internationals here. More than 230. talk about the scores in ODI pattern. Average first innings score is 223. In ODI second innings 190. But looking at the modern trends, 364 for 7 in 50 overs, Pakistan versus Zimbabwe. So big scores possibility looking at the surface in particular today. Playing with the soft hand away on the onside. Concentration on maneuvering the field, concentration on working easy singles round.
Yeah, we saw those big scores, as you rightly mentioned. The highest score, 364 for 7 in 50 overs by Pakistan versus New Zealand. The lowest score as well, 54 in 26.3 overs by India versus Sri Lanka. Now, there are different surfaces as well here. The surface they are playing at the moment, there's that sheen on it. It's a very good surface. The highest chase score, 285. It's a good surface to bat on this one. Once again, short pitch delivery will pick up one more run. That's the end of the fourth over, 21 for no loss.
چرا ما رو خبر نکردی اونا جوان بابا چه کم گپ بزن مفتش گفت
با پیشکش جدید افغان بیسیم می توانید صحبت نمایید. فقط در بدل 0.99 افغانی فی 30 ثانیه با تمام شبکه ها. منتظر چی هسته؟ همین حالا بروید و فعال کنید.
بیخی مفتت مفت.
ما افتخار میکنیم که افغان هستیم. افغانستان را دوست داریم.
For Afghanistan, 21 for no loss. Shahzad on 9. Sanullah has looked very good, 12 or 12 for him. But Jarvis once again coming on for his third over, 2 overs, 8 runs for him. Man, going a deep square like the fine leg fielder, just coming inside the circle. He's got a slip in place. Oh, that's played in the air. Beautiful shot. Intentional there. Exactly what he was doing, going over the top there. Was in the slot for him. Picked up very nicely indeed.
Not too much worries about playing it on the rise there. Just making sure that he just opens the face to get it over the top of the fieldsman there in the covers. Beautiful shot around the off stump. Not much of room to maneuver it, but he did well.
The ball will come even better. Oh, that's played in the gap. This is well here. For him in this over.
Right, we talk about batsman losing concentration. This time the bowler is feeding a freebie with fine leg up in the circle. Leg side is leg stumpish delivery. That deserved the kind of treatment that the batsman has meted out to him.
Well, the margin of error for a bowler is minimal on this kind of surface. You can't really be straying down the pad line. Can't be giving much room to the batsman. Sanullah, well, he's looking good touch, 20 or 15. Not much experience as far as one internationals go. But he's looked very, very comfortable. Good temperament as well he's got. Once again letting it go. Good technique. What I liked there was just letting the ball go, not ducking underneath. Just see the technique there. Just dropping his wrist. It was a short pitch delivery, just dropping his wrist, just swing from the line. Very nicely done. Very good technique. Many a times the batsman just ducks underneath, takes his eyes off. But here what he's done is he's keeping eyes on the ball. Watching the ball through and through.
Player to watch out for, especially in longer format of the game. With Afghanistan scheduled to play test match against India. So let it go outside the off stump. It's good leave once again.
Jarvis not looking very happy, not getting much movement. It can get a bit warmer as well, although when we came it was the weather was pretty pleasant. Good temperatures here. The breeze also blowing across the ground. Graham Creamer, he knows they have to pick up early wickets just to put those early inroads, some pressure on the Afghanistan batting lineup. It's been a good start here for Afghanistan once again. He's pulling that one. Will pick up a single and retain strike. 5 overs gone, 30 for no loss.
فريش بي دايپار علوم دسمال ترکیه هوا صاف فريش بی ستاسو د ګرانو ماشومانو لپاره بهترین انتخاب.
هموطنان گرامی، پروفسور دکتر عبدالرؤوف که متخصص مشهور استخوان یعنی ارتوپدی کشور هندوستان می باشد و همچنان دکتر فاروق بت متخصص امراض داخله عمومی فعلا در شفاخانه رایل در خدمت مریضان محترم شما قرار دارند.
Ajiji Bank ODI Cup 2018, the first one-day internationals and 5 one-day series here. A lot of support for spin twin, Rashid and Nabi, chief contributors in the 2020 version of the game. Vettori to continue from the commentary box end. He wants a change in the field now. They're dropping the field spin from fine leg region to the deep fine, and the field spin from deep mid-wicket position is coming inside the circle on the onside. They persisted with that plan of having field spin at the deep square or deep mid-wicket for 2 or 3 overs. Now they recognize that conceding few runs down to the fine leg region is dropping that field spin to prevent those additional runs. Captain has a word with Vettori. He wants another fieldsman on the offside. Square leg going at the first slip maybe. Yes, they got slip in position now. Looking to take the ball away from right-hander. It's a good delivery, attacking distance. So making his comeback after a long time, Brian Vettori, but is taking to good areas on this lovely surface for batting.
Yeah, but I like the technique from the batsman as well, right behind the line of that one, showing the maker's name to the bowler. He's got a very good technique, looking very composed as well, Ihsanullah. Oh, going for that airy-fairy shot. Just as I mentioned, he's looking very composed. Probably at times we have that commentator's curse, isn't it? Just mentioned he was looking very good, but just see, not a great shot attempted. Wanted to hike it big. Just missing the line completely. Perilously close to the outside edge. Very lucky there.
Yeah, he's rehearsing his shot. He wanted to go over covers rather than straight down the ground. That's what he's practicing at the moment. But the possibility of finding the nick is also there. Slow delivery, drives it beautifully. That's a glorious shot through the covers for 4. He's enjoying it at the moment. Timing, placement, everything is working for him, inshallah.
Oh, that's a glorious shot. All the people, all the supporters of Afghanistan team, they're pretty happy. This is much better. Once you can play shots like this, why take those aerial routes? This is an authentic cricketing shot. Letting the ball come to him. Just a beautiful position he gets into. Good balance as well. Lovely balance. The head very still. Leaning into the drive. Getting the result he wanted. Moves on to 25 now. Or 21. 5 fours in that. He's dealing in boundaries at the moment.
He's a stylish batsman. Shades of batsmanship from 90s. Some classical cover drives. And he loves this stroke, hitting it through the covers, and will enjoy the surface today. But retaining the concentration is something that has been the bane for Afghanistan batsmen over the years, and they need someone after getting this kind of a start should be thinking about getting 100 rather than throwing his wicket away in search of some glorious shots.
He's much taller as well, Ihsanullah, as compared to Mohammad Shahzad. And he's got a good reach. He's utilizing that reach to good effect. He's wanting to play in the V, not trying to play across the line early on. Shahzad has got a different technique, he's got totally a different technique. Likes to see how he's got those boundaries. Ihsanullah so far, just milking the bowling, at times taking the ill route, finding those gaps to good effect. On this occasion, wanting a single. That's the end of the over. 6 overs gone, 34 for no loss.
چټک انټرنیټ ارمان درلود چې ستاسو کارونه نور هم چټک او ښه کړي چې د یو ستر بدلون لپاره هم دې اړتیا ده. چټک ژوند ښه ژوند د افغان بیسیم 4G LTE.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لري.
So 6 overs gone, 34 for no loss. Afghanistan, Sikandar Raza, his experienced campaigner, 35 wickets for him. Economy has been pretty good, very decent. Under 5 for him, 4.91 to be precise. And a good outing in the tri-series. Sikandar Raza really batted well for Zimbabwe. He's a decent customer with the ball as well. So not a bad ploy because the runs were coming against the Seabers. So just trying something different here. It's coming around the wicket as well, so try to tuck the batsman in. Not providing him with much room once he's bowling up on the middle and leg.
He's highly educated. Took steady leave and left cricket for that. Steady leave. It's very rare to see in modern eras. Hails from Sialkot in Pakistan. Played his first match against Pakistan. And made his debut against Pakistan in Test match cricket. Sikandar Raza. Goes for the big shot. Through the gap. Airborne. Not worried about that. That's for Shahzad. Boom, boom.
Yeah, everyone loves him. Everyone loves him. And the reason for that is because he can play these kind of shots. Won the slot. Not a bad delivery. Just tossing it up this time, flying it, and Shahzad was after it. And once he's after it, it's going to be difficult to stop him. Going for that full shot, going down the leg side. Optimistic appeal by the bowler.
Two batsmen with very different technique. Isan with his straight bat. It's a different case for Shahzad to a full-length delivery looking for that pull shot. Quicker one. 7 overs bowled, 38 for no wicket Afghanistan. Solid start from Afghanistan. 38 for no wicket in 7 overs. Victory to continue. Works to the onside, finds the fielder. In the commentary box, I've been joined by Alistair Kimball. What do you make of start from Afghanistan? Different format and looking quite comfortable at the moment.
Looking very good. They've been in no trouble whatsoever. I just question a little bit the tactics of the Zimbabwe fast bowlers. They should have been a lot more back of a length, bowled a lot more shorter deliveries. They've tended to be too full, and all the scoring shots really have been full deliveries, drives. There we go, on the up, over cover. Lisanula. Anything that remotely resembles being in his half, he's going to have a full crack. He's a confident bloke, and again he dispatches one over cover for 4.
Yeah, it's the confidence that's reflecting in his shot making. May not have found it from the middle of the bat, but still made enough connection on that occasion to get it over the top of the fieldsman. And though it's a slow outfield on the boundary ropes, near the boundary ropes, but it still travelled to the boundary ropes for 4. Adjusting to the little bit of extra bounce well. Just a minor conversation with bowler and wicketkeeper. Wants a change in the field maybe. So decided to remove the fieldsman from the slip cordon.
It wasn't a minor conversation, it was quite animated. Brendan Taylor was moving his hands around quite wildly, trying to get the attention of the captain, make sure that they fortify the offside field. So 5 in the circle on the offside now.
Finds the edge. And will run away for 1. Third man in position. So they remove the fieldsman from that slip cordon. And all of a sudden you find the edge is flying through that region.
The length, that's the difference here. It's back of a length and that forces the batsman onto the back foot. Loves it off the front foot, both these two and most of the Afghanistan batsmen as well. Anything pitched up, they feel very comfortable, particularly on good batting surface. Such as this one here in Sharjah. So as a bowling side, you've got to talk about putting them under pressure, pushing them back, not allowing them to play off that front foot, and I just don't think they've done that enough in this opening salvo. And really, there hasn't been a chance. It has been very, very good thus far from Afghanistan. Just the start they would have wanted, winning the toss, batting first, looking to post a big total, and they've got off to a very, very good start.
Short ball against Shahzad, but too high. Comfortable in leaving.
Now you say that, you say comfortable. I just think he doesn't like it up there. He takes evasive action. Here he goes. He's not looking at the ball, back of the helmet facing the bowler. That's not where he likes it, not where he wants to play. Leaving the periscope up, you know. Luckily it didn't hit anywhere near the bat, but I just think he's not comfortable in that area. And if you're pushing the batsman back as a bowler, then when you do on the full side, he's not fully committed. And it's the perfect length. Perfect length. If you're not going to bowl the bouncer, make sure that you're back of a length, hitting the splice. And I just don't think they've been enough in that area today, the Zimbabweans. And hence, you find that Afghanistan are 43 for none, looking very handy as well. We haven't seen Tendai Chatara yet. Sekundaraz has bowled 1 over. The reason I say that is he's got a very good change of pace as well. So apart from not enough short deliveries for me, I just don't think there's been enough of a change of pace as well. There we go, back of a length again. Difficult for Shahzad. End of 8 overs, 43 for none.
چټک ژوند ښه ژوند د افغان بیسیم 4G LTE.
اوس د 4G سرعت څخه زموږ په تریجي کڅوړو کې ګټه پورته کړئ. 1 GB د 250 افغانیو په بدل کې، 3 GB د 400 افغانیو په بدل کې، 15 GB د 600 افغانیو په بدل کې. په پیغام پاڼه کې خپل د خوښې GB ولیکئ او 150 واستوئ.
موږ ویاړو چې افغانان افغانستان سره مینه لري.
From round the wicket, is trying to not give any width to the batsman to work with. It's good. You want a fast bowler in here or a spinner? Fine.
Up in the air, in the gap 4. He hit it really, really hard, did Isanullah. There was a moment where the fielder and the bowler might have thought there was a chance. But in the end, it was a dive in despair from the man at cover, just coming down the wicket and hit it right out the middle of the bat, trying to give it a bit of air. Sekundaraz, but was too full, too wide, and with no fielders out there, really, at this stage of the game, a free hit, you'd have to say.
Quicker delivery, defends it.
To answer your question, I've got no problem with a change in tactics, change of pace, bringing the spinner on. Just an off-spinner against the right-hander at this stage of the game. I think it's pretty tough. It's up in the air. There are two fielders out there. So it'll just be the single. Not in control on that occasion. Isanula just held back slightly by Sikandar Raza, and that affected the missed time from the batsman. Yeah, I've got no problem with the change. I just think with these two, that when the bowlers have got the ball in the right area, they prove difficult. And it doesn't help when you're not going to take half chances. It was a difficult one. It wasn't a straightforward one at all, but a perplexed stare from Sikandar Raza. That brings up 50 for Afghanistan. Shazad trying to hit one over mid-off again, just not getting the elevation. And it was in the air for a long, long time. Despairing dive from Jarvis, I think it is, who's standing at mid-off. And all he's able to do is parry it towards the boundary. Half chance, but as I said, those, you've got to try and get them to stick. Because it's those little moments in a game that really turn it on its head. End of 9, 52 for none.
کجا بخیر خیریت خواسته دیروز زنها دورسی قسم میکردن که وزارت صحت آمای قسم واکسین جدید شامل واکسین اطفال کردن میرم که ببینیم چه قسم واکسین است دکتر صاحب خبر شدم که برای اطفال نوزاد کدام رقم واکسین به خاطر جلوگیری سال میدن آیا گپ راست است؟
بله خوشبختانه که وزارت صحت آمد در یک دیگه واکسین های روزانه خود یک واکسین جدید در برنامه محافظت کتلوی خود اضافه کرد که نام از این واکسین روتا هست و اطفال را از یک نوع ویروس خطرناک اسهالات وقایه می‌کند. این واکسن دو بار برای اطفال تطبیق میشه که بار اول در 6 هفتگی یعنی 1.5 ماهگی و بار دومش در 10 هفتگی یعنی 2.5 ماهگی تطبیق میشه. خوبی از این واکسن است که به شکل پیچکاری نه بلکه سریع دهن داده میشه.
خب خیر ببین دکتر صاحب از معلوماتی که برم دادی خیلی کارت طفل مسنی را ببینه و بگوین که چه وقت نوبت واکسینش است.
طفلک شما 1 ماه است. 15 روز بعد که 45 روزش بخیر باز بیارش که واکسین روتا را برش تطبیق کنید.
Afghanistan have won 5 to Zimbabwe's 4 Harare, 3-2, so not a lot in it. But still, at your home venues, you need to be making sure that you're on top. So they're ahead in 1 game each. At all those 3 venues, no real difference. That's up in the air. Just falls short of the man in mid-off, so continuing to attack Isanula. But there again, look at the length. Well, that's caused the false shot. Prior to this, the ball's been full and easy. He hit through the line. There we go. That's back of a length. He has to hit on the up now. And that... There's a totally different kettle of fish when you're having to try and hit the ball on the up. Very, very difficult. Shot. And hence it produced the false stroke, but just not carrying to Graham Creamer at mid-off.
Has delicately played that one to take a single, but talk us through about the nature of surfaces in Bulawayo and Harare. How different they are from for example, Sharjah International Cricket Stadium.
There's a bit of grass on the ones back home. Is the immediate difference. You can't see your reflection on the surface. The Sharjah one is all on its own, a different wicket from anywhere else in the world. Really is just rolled mud, and it's rolled to a sheen. Really, really good batting surface.
Another good short ball.
There we go, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Make it difficult. And it is a bit late. We're in the 10th over. Should have been done a lot earlier, this method of attack. And it would have made it